in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady.
This shit gon' be easy.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Ready for this, man. They're not ready. One, Omaha.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And, whoa, he's going to hope that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Here we go.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Alpha.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This pass complete to Higgins. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open here, Adam Thielen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
SOS. Hey, watch it. Switch.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Bravo.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0.
Hold on now, emojis.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. Each team's had it. Each team has scored 7-7. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six.
And
now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11. Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo on first down.
People said he ain't
Open
been
man
this
is Higgins.
NOGIs.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, it's Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Wait, 80! White. You don't want 21. Kill. Sponge.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, Echo. Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Wilson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The kickoff. One is the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
21. Under 10.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
13. Go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3. Watch the
On second down now, Swift, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Going for, and that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
I got ready to put Metcalf on the street and catch a TD next play catch it, MOGIs.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Going deep for Diggs. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This time Wilson will throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Throwing is Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. It's caught, Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Now Garoppolo. And this is Cook with the grab. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch.
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 0-0.
Wilson now to throw again. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Third and long, it's Wilson. Flushed it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
So we got man.
48 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Watch twist.
One left.
He's checking. Crash.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Kill.
They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree totally.
You're the guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. The gap just a bit. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run on first down. Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught at the 25. That one good for 37 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys.
I don't believe they got this Nika DK Doinish like
It was
this.
evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept the
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Touch 50.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Touch 50.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
On the ground, it's Cook. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This pass complete to Higgins. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Garoppolo looks to throw, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
If there's a will, there's a way.
At the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Get it?
That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 50, Vikings 29.
Murder, She Wrote.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twins.
Twenty-one.
You.
Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards being chased out left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wilson wants to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Look like Gibby taught you a little something.
Side to Higgins. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll dump this off to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. 180. Check back. Check 13. 13. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here we go. 180. Let's go. Watch that in. Tight end right.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves
I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the side, the spin. Better kill it and
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. One with a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it.